Hi, you all. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading. So before we begin, I do have some special announcements here. I do have a clothing line. Look in the description box below to see what I have to offer you. I have an Instagram. Go check that out. I have a Facebook. Go check that out too as well. And I have an X account as well. But that's not there. Facebook is open. Okay, it's not private. It's private. Okay, so let's get into it here. I was actually guided to do a read like this. Because I feel like somebody's talking shit about you. Okay, somebody's throwing like some type of shade or some shit like that. And this is one of those situations where it's like you tried everything and it's not working. Like, you know, you tried eating everything and your stomach still feels like you have a tapeworm in it, or like you're still hungry. Like you're not eating the right nutrients. So we're gonna bring some healing in the energy, okay? Because this is somebody that's really feeling really shitty, and you know, at the end of the day, it's all about like spiritual growth, okay? Yeah, I'm also getting like somebody was like, they don't understand like why he was fucking all the time. You know what I'm saying? So the fuck what? It's your life. Okay? He was fucking all the time, okay? He was probably like really excited, happy, all that extra stuff here. So what? It's your life, okay? And you guys could have been in a situation where you had like a financial situation here. Maybe you was thinking stupidly. You was worried about sex rather than your career or your finances. You know, you was a turkey, gobble gobble. So you were fine. Okay, so we have open to the universe here. So this is going to be a collective reading. I'm discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine of the light universe. Okay, so I'm seeing that in the energy, your person is remaining open, okay? There are some things that they have missed, okay, when it came to themselves here. I feel like this is also a person and a situation that was trying to tell this person about themselves here, but I feel like, you know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I feel like this person didn't pick it up because it was like, okay, you don't even know how to say it, okay? Like, you're not... It's one of those things is like you say something, you're going to create a different destiny, right? So how about like, you know, the universe comes in and say it so that way you can go on your path. Okay, this is somebody that needed to release what they needed to release. Okay, this could be a characteristic, a person, a situation. At the end of the day, this is somebody that's like, I'm growing. Okay, that channel message is pertaining to this open to the universe here. The universe is, you know, sending an invitation to your person about you. Okay, about you, about the collective. And they said, you know what, why not? I'll take it. Okay, we have goodness here. I refine my character and overcome my difficulties by remaining positive. Something about onions could be significant here. Onions represents protection. Okay, I claim my heart and eliminate my intelligence to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. So this is somebody that is bettering themselves. Okay, not just for you, but for everybody else too as well. I just feel like somebody that's around them, they're like, no, no, no. Okay, and the other person's like, yes, and the divine said yes as well. So they, you know, shut them go what prices do. Okay, we have positive action. I focus on the beauty in me, and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go of and entrust to God. You know, I keep messing up one time as I'm reading these cards here. There's something about like one time, okay, with this person here. It only happened one time, or one time and it's not happening again, okay? Like, it was clear that this person needed to go through some shit, okay? They needed to understand because clearly their parents don't love them or they didn't have the abundance, okay? Interesting. That's deep. Okay, we have attention here. I'm attractive to all that manifests within me. When I navigate, when negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desires to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Again, one time. Okay, so this person is focusing on what they need to do in this situation, in this connection. I feel like this is like a handy-mandy type of situation here. It's just somebody that is newly in an initiation here. This could be job, education, you know, Broadway is what I'm hearing, career search. I feel this is somebody that has a whole different perspective, a whole different mindset when it comes to the connection with you and them. Okay, when it comes to just the world in general. Like they are forever changed. This person's a forever changed man, and the person that's complaining about them knows this. They're a forever changed man or forever changed woman. Okay, something was definitely like a rude awakening, and someone's like, yeah, good for you, like da 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 da, or maybe that person took it too far, but it's like, but still though, it's their voice is really irrelevant. There's nothing that they're bringing to the table. Everybody has, everybody could bring something to the table, but this is not a time where this person is supposed to bring anybody to the table or anything to the table. So their opinion is quite irrelevant. Yours as well, okay? You are just there to show them like what light is, and light exists, God exists, the universe exists here, and that there is other people who are in this other positive action or energies. Okay, we have shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I rise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. So this card tells me intuitively, like, God is not everywhere. Okay, God is not everywhere. The universe is not everywhere. You're not always going to be there. But what's always going to be there is their positive action, is their mores and their values, what they've learned from. Okay, there's like these tests here and there for this person. Okay, manifestation of light. Okay, God is coming to this person at a time where they just finished a situation. Okay, so it's perceived as a test. This person's like, okay, I know this is a test. I know this is something that I have to learn. This could be something about alchemy, soul shifters. Okay, alchemy of, I forgot what it's called, but it's about soul shifters, right? Going from one, like a transformational period, going from one state to the other. I also feel like this is something about destiny swapping, but this is the appropriate way, the right way to destiny swap. Okay, something or someone is not rightfully theirs anymore because they're not exuberating the energy that they're supposed to be exuberating. Okay, this is definitely somebody that's stuck up, not really wanting to see the bigger picture. I'm also getting like, she's not doing shit to me, or who's not doing shit to me. Like, fuck out of here. You're not doing shit to my son or my daughter, my kind. You're not doing shit. You would have thought just because somebody was all high vibrational or somebody got a new boo, somebody got a new man, new money, or new energy here. Bitch, I'm still hood. Bitch, I'm still like gang gang. You know what I'm saying? Fuck is you talking about? That's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm just someone that needed to go through some shit, and now I am where I am. But you damn sure not gonna be stepping up to me because, bitch, I'm bigger and bolder and I'm badder. Don't fucking play yourself, because at first I would hesitate, but now I don't give a fuck, honey. I'm here, it's not no because I'm seeing also not the feds, but the fire department don't agree with this person, but I see that the cops is like, I'm watching you, but also I respect that, because it's like, you ain't stepping up in my hood and letting your change hand and talking to me, and then we just gonna sit there and watch you. But these cops are the type of motherfuckers to watch this person go through some shit here and lie on a report and say, oh, you did everything, or this person did everything, and the person now obviously was fucking with them, gang, all types of shit here. That's why this person is still like instigating or trying to come for you. They're trying to see something. Those are obviously crooked cops, and that's exactly why them cops got in trouble for hiring illegal cops. Okay, they damn sure was not supposed to be hired, and that's why they be acting like thugs, and that's why nobody give a fuck about them cops, low key. Because it's like, you're not understanding that, you gang, but we also gang too. Fuck is you talking about? And you got a family too. Don't play yourself. You want to make sure you come home, right? Nice, healthy, and safe. I'm also seeing like everybody's paying attention to your person because they're of light and everything. And they don't like your person like that, but they also like, I have to like you because you're out of intellect. You smart. Okay? And this person's stance is it's one of those things where it's like, it's hard. You got to read a book. You got to read a book with your person. I don't know how you influence this person as so much here, but I do see that your actions, how you initiate here is, I'm hearing time warping, something for this person. 2 cards came out here. We have freedom here. I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt. So I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of lights within me. I feel like that's why the cops or anybody who's like of higher stature with this person here or around this person, don't like this person because they're all like, kumbaya, and they're still in that, transformational energy. Yeah, your person went from 0 to 100. Transformation. I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strengths. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow, which is the FBI, CIA, the cops. But I'm seeing something about the fire department, the cops, and then FBI, not the CIA. I feel like the CIA is in the same energy too as well, okay? Where they're like, CIA is international affairs. So you do have to be a little bit more perspective, analytical when it comes to those things here, okay? Because it's not just America. It's not the country that you're just worrying about, right? I feel like your person's in a CIA energy. This person could be in a CIA worker or something like that. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of progress and open my wings, confirmation to the light. Okay, so at the end of the day, I feel like your person's like, I'm not no pussy, but I also will open my wings if I have to be a certain way. Okay, I just feel like people just don't like your person getting to this state of goodness, because then they'll be like, okay, do we have to stop our plans? Do we have to change accordingly? They know that they have to, like, re-angle things, okay? And because your person's so high vibrational or so influential, they don't like that. Your person is in the energy of like, I don't give a fuck, but now I'm open to this. And now I'm seeing that, I'm good. People can be good. Situations could be good. And I can make different choices. I don't take the overall energy, but I can make different choices here. I can release the old and make different choices. I'm also getting like somebody's licking their lips a lot. Like somebody gangster or thug or like lower frequency, like somebody who smokes block-a-miles, all that type of shit. This could be somebody that do things like this here. This could be a dark-skinned man too as well, because I'm seeing a dark-skinned man too, but I also see a white boy too, white man too. Okay, white girl too, black girl too, but it's very masculine with this energy. And they all like, listen, they know thyself. And they know they come off very sexy and attractive, but it's like, come on, man, like, look at me with my eyeballs. We have listen to life. I am attracted to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. And I listen and discover the way to the eternal. Okay. So this person's getting more signs and synchronicities about you and or situation. I feel like they get in signs about somebody who meditates. Like somebody could be meditating. Somebody's name could be Dom or dominant, okay? Everything turns to light. This person could do yoga. Or somebody is like always sitting, relaxing, meditating, sitting. Your person don't like this bitch. They don't like this person. They don't like this person because this person knows that they up to something, especially with eternal. They want something forever. They don't like this person. I could feel it intuitively. They like, yo, this bitch I despise of this bitch. I despise of this hoe. Like, they don't like this person. We have everything turns to light. They're trying to turn this person and or the situation to light. Don't take over our energies, though. So after your person became illuminated or awakened when it comes to their behavior, their characteristics, and the who, what, when, where, why I should have done it better, this person flawlessly aced that. This person now is listening to somebody who's listening to life, and I feel like this is somebody that's trying to take advantage or keep something forever. Like, I feel like somebody's like, okay, I'm only staying with you so you could pass down the house to me. Like, they're trying to keep it out of the family type situation here. Like, it's weird. And I feel like this is somebody who's like, I can't cut this person off. I can't cut the situation off. Like, it can't be like that. And this person's like, I could have a baby with them. They don't want to have babies with them. If they have kids, this person's like, I can't do nothing because of the kids. Like, it's something, this person is grabbing, like they're holding, like a Scorpio. I'm seeing something like a scorpion. This person's coming off like a scorpion when they meditate, when they sit down, listening to life. We have wisdom. Yeah, this person has to use their wisdom. God is not here. The universe is not here, whatever that they're dealing with here. Because God of the universe is like, I gave you this insight of, light within you. Now it's your job to go to the physical realm here and go learn, go on the field and go teach what I taught you. Okay, which is to be open to the universe, but also to transform thyself. And this person may be moving in a way where it's like, okay, how do I get to A to B? I don't want to disrupt this person. I don't want to make it a problem here. But is it really that simple just to transform myself? Everything's about being a vibrational match. I feel like a person's sleeping on that. And we have attention here. I feel like spirit is like, all you have to do is align your vibration, your frequency to something authentically, and you will get the results that you want. With wisdom here, God has a plan for me. I live here now knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith and succeed, thanks to all my efforts. Okay, so this is them using the who, what, when, where, why, and warning, and all that extra stuff here. Their intuition, their wisdom. Listening to what the universe is not making so obvious about a person, place, or thing here. This person is definitely dealing with either a Scorpio or air energy, somebody who's exuding those energies. They're being smart. Air energies, you can, when you're dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here, they talk so like, first then last. Okay, it's very transparent. Okay, we have inner work here. Time to do the inner work. And they're seeing that this is somebody that is doing the inner work. That somebody has went from, okay, all I got to do is align my vibration and frequency and I will get it. This person's training. Or some of you guys, this person is a trainee. Okay, they're transgender, or this person in their soul are transgender. They're training, and your person is just coming to the gym and they're training too as well. They've been training for a long time. They've been training, and this is more than the secret language of life. This is eternal. This is before the Big Bang, okay? They're listening to the signs and synchronicities, and also before the Big Bang, before life exists, before we was even thought of. They're up to something, and I'm not gonna lie. This is somebody that is like, you know how I say, even when I'm wrong, I'm always right. This is somebody that's like, I don't have to say it. When I step up in the scene, I am right. I am God, and there's nothing that you can change about that. They're up to something. This person is trying to form, I'm seeing somebody's trying to take the Big Bang away here and put that in themselves. Okay, like I said, they're trying to keep something, instead of it not being in the family here, they're trying to keep something out of the family and give it to them. You are not of the family. Why would I give my home to you? Why would I give my money to you? Why would I give my abundance to you? Why would I do that? Unless it's like a crown from like London, Meghan Markle and Harry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a collective thing here. But this is somebody that's coming along and they're like, okay, well, I want to be a part of your business. And it's like, well, okay. And it's not just I'm saying stuff. It's also a vibe. Like, you're with me and you are so sane, right? It's not two people that are laughing around. It's not two people fucking around. It's two people who are like, it's two people. It's one of the individuals who's genuinely fucking around here, but the other one is like, okay, like, it's kind of giving me like Justin and Hallie. You know what I'm saying? Haley, right? Haley. Like, I'm trying to understand you. I'm trying to connect with you, but that person's not giving you an opportunity to connect, because that's a form of manipulation. I don't want you to mentally, physically, and or spiritually manipulate me, okay? And I feel like this is somebody that's like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to manipulate you. All I'm going to do is listen to life. All I'm going to do is listen, and I'm going to tap into the eternal, so that way you will always come back where I'm always right. And your person's like, I don't like that, because I'm not someone that's in charge of my transformation on free will. You're always manipulating me. Every time I think about you, sense you, your energy comes around, it's a form of manipulation. It's eternal. The vibration, the frequency is always there. And they don't like that. That's not free will. At least like, The eternal energy is always like God. I did a reading. It was electricity, the blue thing. And God said, the universe, I am someone you can talk to. We can talk things out here. Even in the Bible, people were talking to God. People were talking to God like, hey, I don't think you should do that. Listen, this is my thoughts. This is that, he was communicating with them. He's like, listen, I'm all about listening. Okay, but if I feel like that's not correct here and people are not changing, I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to be like, listen, this is what has to be done. You try talking to them, they're not taking me serious. They don't believe that shit is, so you want to say coincidence and then be like, oh, fuck the coincidence, because I told you this ain't no damn coincidence. I said, this is God, I'm here. Your person it doesn't like this person who's too quiet or who's too into the eternal realm. No, because you're trying to create a high vibrational frequency, like a God frequency, creating another big bang, or trying to bring that energy into you here so we can constantly live. The world revolves around you. That's like side chicks and side dudes are booming right now. Nobody gives them no accountability when people are cheating or when they're robbing. It's something where it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's not always chaos or fine, because it's like you put them in jail, then you hesitate to not put them in jail. You don't even want to put them in therapy, and that's going to help even more than jail, because everything comes from the mental first, and then we act. And then you don't want to blame the mom, you don't want to blame the dad, you don't want to blame, because it's a lot of factors if you go in that direction. People start talking and like, we got to handle what's going on at home. Okay, we have acceptance here that came out. I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the paths of light. This is, and you see the all-seeing eye, this is spirit saying that, listen, all you have to do, it's as simple as it is. All you have to do is align yourself to that vibration and frequency, and all will be well. The universe is trying to teach this person everything is vibration and frequency, and you have to align yourself to that individual and or that person and or that energy. This person is listening to life. You're in this energy of acceptance. Who is ahead? And this is somebody that is also in the same energy too, but it's a circle, not an all-seeing eye. Which one? This one looks a little bit more defined, an all-seeing eye. When you live in acceptance here, when you are in the alignment here, when you want to create and you are in the energy of authenticity and you create your own vibration and frequency, you become like this. This is somebody with the listen to life here. This is somebody that is struggling. They're struggling. And this person, you can tell that this person is being repelled from this individual and or this situation here. It's, I don't think she wants me around. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what's wrong with her. What's going on? Because God, the universe, is not letting this person in. Eternal, they're like, yeah, okay, you found the word eternal, but I'm not letting your ass in. Because you're not aligned with acceptance. You want to change. You want to be racist. You want to be discriminative. You want to make fun of people's actions and initiations. You don't understand what's going on. It's too much judgmental energy. Too much Sagittarius and the negative attributes. You're lazy. And all you do, and then then you want to sit there all day and just listen. That's not going to work out. Your person's like, okay, acceptance. They have all the answers, and this person is just like, they may feel some type of way because they're like, I feel bad when I accept, and it's not an acceptance and a bad energy where it's like, oh, I feel like shit. It's one of those things where it's like, I feel like I'm hitting rock bottom because they're an empath. They're feeling that this person that's listening to life here, they feel like a fucking failure or eternal is like, I'm going to purposely fail this person. Because I said no, and they're not getting it. This is somebody that's that saying where it's like, oh, if you're gonna fuck with magic or beauty magic, make sure you know what the fuck you're fucking with. Because this is somebody that's like, you go in, you come out, your ass look different, or your ass feel different or sound different when you come out. You think you look the same, but you're not the same. And this person, they see this. They're protected by the all-seeing eye. They're protected by the root chakra. Because I'm in acceptance here and I move up the ladder. When you're not in the energy of acceptance here, then where's your home? Where's this person? They just floating around. And they think they're going home here, and they're not going home. And maybe they find a way home, because look, you see these chakras here, and you see your person's chakra? They have the root chakra, and they're all perspective. You can still be at your home and be in this acceptance energy and see everything as well. This person listens to life, they sit there, but they're not in the root chakra. This person planted the seed in the root chakra, and they went up the ladder. But they're not perspective. They're not in this perspective energy. And they're not taking positive actions like your person, because they keep judging your person. If this person was authentic and empath or perspective or in this acceptance energy, they'd just be like, okay, that is life. And they wouldn't try so hard to be in eternal energy here. Eternal energy would come to them because they are a vibrational match. And your person's looking at this individual and or their situation is karmic, like, I don't know about them. Like, what do I do? Like, what do I do with it? Like, I'm using my wisdom, and none of the shit that your person's doing here is working. Because at the end of the day, they're in the energy of like, I'm just going to watch this person on, what they are downfall. I'm going to watch this person like, fuck up. Because there's nothing that they can do. Eternal doesn't want this person. And it's like, I told you to get your own shit together, and you didn't listen. How you want to get to know this internal energy, or you want to get to know how you want to do all this stuff here, and you have no root. I need a root. We need a source. We need an antenna. You can't just be spirit. Even spirit comes from something. You died. This person has no signature, no code, no nothing. They're just off the grid. And people just know them as a floater. Sorry for my hair. Look at that. That means that, we're here. We're in the energy of acceptance here. This is you. Maybe you was like, oh, I don't know, like, which one, because that sound like that's a confirmation. Your ass is in acceptance here. Let's get one more card. We have success, confirmation. Confirmation. This person made it in, you made it in, not somebody else here. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discovered the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory, which is here. They figured it out. Okay, your person figured it out. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom. Love and goodness within me. I'm free now, and I succeed in my life. They did it. They have to let this person go. Let this person learn that they need to have a root. Okay? And this is somebody and or a situation that is not getting that your person can't either afford them, or they're saying that they have to go. They have to leave. They have to go. Okay? Because I see that your person is not stopping them. I feel like also your person could be trying to tell this person, hey, you can stay here. Hey, this could be like a living situation, a financial situation. I don't know. But it's like, I feel like your person saying that, hey, you can stay here, but it's up into your downfall, because you can't stay here forever. You can't stay here forever. I enjoy your company, but you can't stay here forever. Yes, I love you, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend, but you don't got your shit together. So we could be together for the time being. This person feels, because this person is not in the loop with your individual here, they feel like they have to go for some type of eternal vibration frequency that they're not, that they don't want them. Because it's all about acceptance and no judgment. And that means that you'll go through some shit. People will say things to you. You have to be humble and be stronger and smarter than a motherfucking fifth grader. If somebody bullies you, you need to have a strong mentality, and your person has that, not this person. This is somebody that's like, oh yeah, like, I don't know about, look, you know, my mom used to say that about me growing up. I said, yo, this lady, I don't understand why she keep moving like that with me. Like, why she keep saying that about me? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm not really sure, but it just makes me, you know, like I was in this energy of like, I got to get in there, you know? She didn't really get that, but I don't know. But I was always like that in my mentality. I was quiet when I was a kid, you know, but I was damn sure somebody that was like, listen, I don't like how motherfuckers is talking to me, even though I'm like 13, 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? And you bringing me inside of your drama, you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. You sitting there having a conversation about your whole lifespan, you know? I thought this was like, wow, like, you know, but it's like crazy because it's like you want to sit there, you want to have somebody to talk to, and then when somebody give you advice, I'm not coming out my face, but it's like when somebody give you advice, or, you know, when we have a little dispute, you just be like, you be coming for my character type shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what? You know, let's not, if we having a heart-to-heart conversation, you coming to me and I'm at the age of like 14, you like, what, 20-something, 30-something years old, I don't know, like, then it's like, I ain't coming for you. You know what I'm saying? The type of person, I ain't coming for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to stay here and defend myself, and you really taking it to, like, it really hurt my feelings. Really hurt my feelings, you know? But I said at the age of 18, I'm going to say whatever I want to say. But then after that, that shit was dry, low-key. You know what I'm saying? It was dry. People always want to catch your ass when you of youth and you don't got nothing. You in a box. You know what I'm saying? But then when you old and everything, oh, I respect you, senpai. In a way, sometimes it's subconsciously, sometimes it's consciously. Okay, let's get an exit card. I feel like your person is very disappointed in this individual. These colors are glowing now. I don't know if you see color more, but when that's the universe saying that is the universal song. Okay, that is a universal song. Okay, you're in the vibration, you're in the frequency, and the universe go through this shit too as well. Okay, God goes through this as well. Okay, this higher power goes through this as well. They're very disappointed in this person here because, I mean, it's not the judgment for this person. It's more like, you know, this person trying to force their way into something and, you know, kind of like making this person feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And your person's like, if you just accept it, maybe, you know, things would be different. I feel like, honestly, this person was like, you wouldn't even want to date me. You didn't even want to be in a relationship with me if he was in this energy of acceptance. Like, you probably thought I was cool and everything, but like, you know, like, and I feel like also too, like, this person may got beef with you, okay, because this person's like, okay, well, I'm not getting that they jealous, but this person's like, oh, I'm just gonna continue working because that's what I don't want. Like, they don't want what you and this person have. And it's like, well, we're in the energy of acceptance. Like, you're clearly doing it wrong. And, you know, whatever you feel, however you feel here, I don't take it as you being jealous here, but it's like you need to be accountable for your own actions. So that's how this person's perceiving them. And that's why they're like, I'm kind of disappointed in you because it's like you're not seeing that you need to be accountable for your own actions. You know, you're not. And this is damn sure somebody that is, I mean, at first, like, this person was thugging around and bugging out, but after they went through what they went through, they was like, yeah, I learned from that. Everything's about responsibility. And this is somebody that's like, yeah, nah. Let's listen to life here because this person wants me to like get a clarification for them. So we have path to light. I told you. This is for me. This is my side chick, side dude energy. For some reason, it's giving me like a Virgo hermit energy. This is somebody that needs to go travel the road alone. Right? Over our energy, we have harmony. So your person knows. I don't take the over our energy, but I'm acknowledging it. Right? Your person already knows that this person is in harmony and going to the path to light. So they're in darkness right now. I told you what I said. What did I say? I told you this person is in a dark energy right now. They're not speaking to God. Eternal energy don't want them. They're making it hard, difficult for them to figure, to go to the light, whatever that they want. Okay. Versus your person being tested and then getting there because they walk with faith. They walk with God. They know. Okay. You can tell the difference between a test and when somebody don't want your ass there. Okay. With the path to light here, I make the conscious choice to move towards the light one step at a time. I transform my weakness into strength by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. So they're learning a lot from your person. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. Okay, so the path to light here, they awfully taking a long ass time. You see that these points, these look like diamonds here, they're the same imagery, okay, when it comes to these two. This is somebody that's making like 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, 4 points, you know what I'm saying? The path to light. And your person's like, you're doing a lot of variables. Like, you have a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you're just in acceptance here and you believe, if you truly walk with God, if you believe in God, if you believe in the universe here, you would be somewhere like me. You would have your own shit. You would be responsible enough to be in my energy. You would be in a successful energy, in other words. And they're not. This is somebody that is like, oh, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it this way, my way or the highway. I'm going to listen to what life is saying, and I'm just not going to judge. But they're really far off, okay? Like, they know not to judge. I should have said this too, because I made it seem like, this person was like judgmental, like OD, and it was like ratchet, discriminative, racist. No, okay? Like, they know. Like I said, this person's keeping their distance, because after your person was like, yeah, I'm not really fucking with it, I'm not really jacking it with you, they say, you know what, I'm going to do this from a distance. So this person did it from a distance, and you have to have some form of acceptance right from that point, okay? If they still, cohesive with one another. Cohabitating with one another. In the zoo, okay? But anywho's, with the path to light here, this is somebody that is farther than you realize from the light, okay? They're doing way too much to be for someone to believe in God, to have faith, for God to be talking to them, okay? They're doing way too much. And your person's aware of that, and your person's like, I'm already there. You're still on the path to light. Like, and these are two people that are living together. These are two people that go to work together. Sorry, say it on spread, right? These are two people that go to work together. This is two people that do the same thing here, and one is more successful than the other, or the other one is successful, okay, and the other one is not, and they live together. They're like, or I'm hearing they went to prom together. This is somebody that something about like, they did reward together. It's something where it's together. One is more successful than the other. One has more success coming from the same situation than the other. I went to school with my ex-boyfriend in college, and, it didn't work out for him, but it worked out for me. And we went for the same majors, and we had the same classes. He also, too, quizzed me on history, and he was a history fanatic. And he ended up quizzing me on history. In fact, after he finished quizzing me, because he's like, oh, I don't need to study. And so I said, okay, you're right, because you're really good at history. I went home and I watched a crash course, video, which was very helpful. Nixon, all that extra stuff here. And I passed. I passed the history. And you know what happened to him? He didn't pass. He said, how did I fucking fail? The fucking look on his face was like, how the fuck did I not pass? Like, it was one of those things where it's like, what's the matter? The cat caught your tongue. Don't talk too fast. God works in mysterious ways. You may know it, but it's always good to, refresh. Same thing with college with him. We went to the same college, and I'm like, how do you fail? And we went to the same classes. And then on top of that, I even failed the class on purpose, because I never failed the class. So I failed the class on purpose, and I was like, I just wanted to know. I just wanted to see, I have free financial aid. They paid for it anyways. So I said, you know what, let me be abundant, and let's see, because, I'm abundant like that, right? I'm blessed to go in that situation. And so I failed, and I remember just going back there, taking the class, and I was just like, yo, honestly, this was amazing. Like, I think I would go back. I would go back and fill it again. If I was to change anything, I wouldn't, because I felt like I had a different perspective. With saying that, I'm just saying, like, two people, that shows you where people's mindsets, morals, and values are at. Always remember to be humble. Always remember to be humble. Just because you know something, you always have to keep an open mind. You're always learning every minute, every second, every hour. Be humble. And that was his problem too, my ex-boyfriend. He always just was like very boastful, very, kind of had like an arrogant kind of aura. And I was like, I fucks with it, but then it's like, you gotta also see like, and the way how he talked about people, white people, and he came from white people. And I was like, well, I have white family members, what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that much, but like, There's some descendants from there, you know. And I'm like, the way you talk about people is just so like, you know, you don't understand the core, you know, like you've seen it from your perspective, but have you seen it from like a perspective where you were not in it? Can you understand like different, you know, ways of how your culture and how my culture, because he's half white, half black. So do you understand like, you know, my culture, your culture, and really understand like the culture and the history and the biology of things? You know, like sometimes we get angry because we're not really wanting to take the time out to soul search about that person, place, or thing and thyself. Okay? So we have to make sure that, because everything is right in front of our face, and understand that the things that we go through, it's perspective. It's a biology thing. It's a culture thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's these societal norms. You know, like we don't want to get upset. We don't want to be that way. And sometimes when you are having sex with all these different nationalities and have all these backgrounds, it is going to do something to the person. Confirmation from a biology perspective. So you can't just go around and saying, you know, oh, I don't like this and this and that. You have to always be open-minded, perspective, and humble, because everybody's capable. Like I said, everybody's capable. You just have to, like, you know, be patient with everybody and thyself. You know, I was someone in a relationship. Well, we was always having intellectual talks, but enough for him, right? Just in general, it's important to go through life with your good head on your shoulder. Try your best. Walk with faith, okay? Because you never know, okay? We don't know, but you never know, okay? I even feel like the universe doesn't never know, okay? Like, we're a part of the universe. So if we're all questioning, the universe is questioning. It's a universal code, okay? We're always, and just walk with your head high, you know, be humble, have a good head on your shoulders, and try to be perspective as much as possible, and have your own morals and values. Okay? Number one, I feel like everybody should be very humble, and I feel like everybody, you know, no one will be killing, no one will be robbing, thefting, the R word. Like, just be humble and walk away. But we have this arrogant and emotional side of us, and this is what your person accomplished. I'm not arrogant, I'm not emotional, or at least I try so hard not to be that way. And look, I'm walking down the path of value and success. And they live with this person, or they work with this person. This person's their friend, or this is a side chick, side dude. No, I'm gonna try so hard and do my best. Ting, 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 ting. You know, like, this is about working smarter, not harder. And your person figured it out based off of this card with success here. That's a confirmation. I even said this. This is success here. The universe is saying, a spirit is saying this here, while the other person is going on the path to life. They was always in darkness while they was listening to the light. This person was fucking with demons and lower frequencies and people, places, and things. You know, this person was being strategic and not in the healthiest way. And your person saw that. It's a shame. But I feel like your person's like, I'm not judging you, but I'm just going to look at you like, wow. Okay. But I'm going to support you because I know that you need to go to the light. And the collective was that guiding light for me. I'm that guiding light. It's about helping each other and being this reciprocity energy. And when we get there where we don't have to help each other and we have a vibrational match like nobody else on this planet, then you are the one to marry. And I'm not bashing on my ex-boyfriend or anything like that. That's his own path. He really expressed to me that, you know, he's going through some stuff. He just wasn't ready. But, you know, in those situations, and when you go into school and you go into college, you got to be ready. You got to put that shit aside here. You got to be ready. It's spiritual warfare. And sometimes he needs a little bit more time. That's all. But I didn't need a little bit more time because I wanted it so bad. I knew what I wanted. Okay. All right. So let's get an exit card here. I feel very proud of your person. I feel like also the FBI, CIA, if this person's in any of this situation, they're very proud of this person because they said at the end of the day, they're successful, not this other individual. No matter what your story is, you did the work. And success always carries a person who has, I'm seeing a white dove, okay, a white bird. Success always carries Success always carries somebody who has a good head on your shoulders. Okay, it's not like the Wolf of Wall Street where they have like this, again, that aura where it's like, okay, I gotta, you looking like you're a crazy person. You know what I'm saying? But when you are successful and you authentic and you actually did the work here, it's a light. It's a halo that you have. It's something you honestly achieve. You finish school, it's something you honestly achieve. Go look it up on Instagram or on Google. You look at that person, it's a bright light versus somebody who didn't do it authentically. They got a dim light or they have no lights. And all you see is their vessel. You can see people are being guided by the lights, by this halo. Your person sees this. This person is well known. They're like, I know you're not on an up and up. Even though you the color white, or even though you light skin, or even though you dark or brown, whatever, I know. I'm listening to you and I support you. You need help. But you can't stay here for long. I'm just your friend. Okay? I'm just your friend. I'm here to support you and we're just spreading light. But I do see that this person is coming towards you, and I feel like you and this person are friends, but if you guys end up kicking it off here, this person is just honestly concerned about this individual and or the situation. Not because they like them or they're romantically involved with them, but it's an energy of like, I feel concerned about you. And if this person is getting close to this individual here, then this is somebody that has to go through a learned lesson. But I don't feel like this is the person. And if this person is still staying with them and not moving accordingly, then they didn't make it in. They're halfway done, or this person's going to be on the path to light with this individual. Two poor people that can't get in the shelter, that can't get into something. The Five of Pentacles. Okay, where your person's like, I can give you money, I can give you some change, I can support you. Do your thing. Like it's that type of reciprocity. You make it, you go ahead and go do what you want here, then you get married, then you have kids, then you do this, then you have that. But I see that this person's feeling you and you're feeling this person. They're concerned about this other individual and or the situation. But after, this person's going to turn around and be like, okay, so where were we? Where were we? Marry me? I think I will. Ella Enchanted. By the Ella Enchanted, the movie. Don't go breaking my heart. I won't go breaking your heart. Okay. Success. Glowing. Yes. Glowing. Okay. Exit card here. We have chair. Empty. Someone is leaving your life. So this karmic energy. Okay. This karmic energy. This path to light. Listen to life here. They're leaving this person. Energetically and or physically, but this is someone's physically leaving. Okay, over energy we have bow. You are highly thought of. This is your person that's highly thought of. You know what? You're highly thought of. You're the winner. People like you. You're stepping into a new experience here. Your person with you here stepping into a new experience here. You're highly thought of. They're highly thought of. You know what? I'm gonna leave because there's no space for me. Why are you leaving when I'm of the light? You're going closer to the dark now. That makes no sense. And this person's like, you know what? If you want to leave, you can go ahead and go leave. You're going to understand that I am the light. And you're jealous, you're envious, whatever it is here, but I am the light and I can help you. Now, this is somebody that said go, but I don't feel like this person said go. I feel like this person's like, hey, dropping hints. Do what you got to do. Be successful. I'm trying. Look. And it's like, do it differently. Be in this energy of perspective and acceptance. Try. Look at things from a different perspective. Right? I knew God wasn't here with me. I know the universe wasn't here with me, but I saw that it was a test and I made it. Okay? I'm hearing patience is a virtue that your person is saying. Patience is a virtue. They're like, but, no. I feel like this person's going to end up leaving. This person's going to end up being sad, but it is what it is. All right, so that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Look in the description box below. See that to offer you. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.